already. So you have even the deeper one, whatever you have deeper imprint on your brain. So that exists for a longer time.
Yeah, you
So that's
start
kind of,
mixing past with present.
yes, yes, yeah. Just like the other guy, what's his name? Stephen. He's trying to remember, and this was his wife. He remembers as his daughter, and then she's even dead, and like, so, I mean, like it can happen. All right. Uh, anything else, Sajid? Sajid?
It,
Yeah.
Anything else?
no, nothing else.
All right, Jasmine, you go
Hey
ahead.
guys.
Hello, Ray.
Howdy. My favorite character is Joyce. I I really like her spirit and I like some of her sayings. One
All right.
being, if you don't cry sometimes, you'll cry all the time. I get that. Sometimes you just need to have yourself a little cry and let it all out and then be done with it. And then one time she said, a white lie never harms anyone.
I don't know. She's saying white lies or black lies or what kind of lies.
No, she
What it
said that was
means.
her line. She says a little white
Yeah.
lie because she was telling, I can't even remember what the lie was, something,
Yeah. I mean,
she was telling
she
one
was
of the
trying to hide
guys.
it something. I
And
think
she
that
says, "Oh, a little white
she's
lie never harmed anyone."
what was the guy she's seeing and she's a bit interested?
Bernard,
Bernard.
I
Yeah.
think Bernard.
Yeah.
She was telling Bernard something. Oh, a little white lie never hurt anyone.
I thought she said that at the police station. Did she say that when they met? Um,
What she
Joe.
said it to herself. Whatever it was, she
Yeah.
didn't say it to somebody else. She
Yeah.
said a little lie to somebody, and that
Right.
was what she told herself.
I thought
Yeah.
that was at the police station. She had said. She had,
Uh,
wasn't it to get inside to talk to PO? The
yeah.
PO.
Hudson. DCI Hudson that she wanted to talk to. Elizabeth was trying to make a scene, but then she came up with the nun idea of the nun. Joyce, like she said, she's a nun and she wanted to have this and this and that.
I don't think that was it.
No, but this just
But
after that,
anyway,
she was when she's writing, when she was, I think when she was writing or something like that, she was saying the white lies doesn't cause you harm or something. Yeah. Anyway, so how you qualify white lies? Those lies which don't harm anyone?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a lie that doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. Like if she'd have told the truth about whatever it was, if she'd have said no, she didn't like it, that other person's feelings would have been hurt. So instead, she just agreed with it or said she liked it or whatever it was, so
Okay.
to spare the other person's feelings.
Okay.
So it's just a small lie that doesn't hurt anyone,
Okay.
spares people's feelings.
Y'all educators do it all the time. Y'all don't want to tell
Sure
the
do.
truth, but you be like,
Sure do.
it'll be okay. It'll just work a little harder, but you be like, mm-mm.
I'm like, oh, that you look so good. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Especially when you're
Sometimes
teaching kindergarten.
keep from hurting
Yes.
You are
people's
going to
feelings.
teach the white lies now?
To keep from you don't gotta they don't
They
ever
don't
have to
know.
know it was they're not supposed to ever know that wasn't your true feelings to protect their feelings. Because whenever people all through like people be like, but you hurt my feelings. They ain't never what was it right or wrong or was it mine? Because they was my emotions, never what they did. Yeah, my feelings. So for a kid, yeah, I tell a little boy I will hurt their feelings. I tell them, yeah. Everything gonna be all right. Come on. Come get some of this
Anything
cake.
else?
One of the
You know
questions I
what?
had.
Yes.
Go ahead, Ray.
No, I was gonna say I got in trouble when I first started teaching. I think when I first became an administrator, because I said that's what we do, and the parents jumped. The parents got so mad at me.
Because you
Oh
wasn't
no!
supposed to tell the parents.
I know, I know, I
Look,
know.
that's
What
our
did you
So,
secret.
say?
so,
That's
so you need to,
educator's
Excuse me.
secret. You
so
ain't
Excuse
you
me.
need
I'm
supposed
to
to
sorry.
learn,
tell.
I'm
so you
I
sorry.
need
was
What's
like,
the pun? What did you say? I'm sorry, I missed the punchline. You told his parents what?
Yeah, this is
He
when I
didn't
first.
white lie.
Yeah, this is when I first became like I think I was like an assistant principal, and it was like a parent night. I forgot, but I was around a bunch of parents, and I was like, that's what we do as educators. We have to lie a little bit to get the students. I said, I mean, this was 15, almost over 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and they got mad at me. I will never forget that. But you're right. But I was only like 29 years old. I didn't know he was not supposed to say that.
So you hadn't learned how to white lie at that time.
Yeah. I learned how to keep my mouth shut in the future.
Yeah.
So one of the questions I had was, why doesn't the priest believe in God?
Police believe in God.
Yeah, the priest.
Priest.
Did find some weird
Priest.
stuff with Father
He had
Mackey that I
said
couldn't
something
quite
about,
figure out.
Father Mackey, he said something, and he didn't believe in God, but and I'm like, well, why are you a priest if you don't believe in God?
He was fighting Ian before he passed away. I mean, before he collapsed, whatever happened, right? Wasn't he? It wasn't he ended with
Yes.
Ian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Father Mackey.
See, what I understand, or I have heard, I have read about the Christian religion that until 400 years ago, they had all the religion for the God. So now, like 400 years ago, they decided the manly things we have to, other if we don't evolve them and bring it to the humanity level, whatever is concerning with the humanity, and if we don't do that, if we don't bring into that, so our religion would be extinct. It would go extinct if we don't evolve ourselves, if we just keep it to whatever it was. So that's where they have started doing lots of other church activities. If you dig them out, they were not as before. So they have started doing different things. So this is my understanding, even embalming a body in the Christian religion. It was not all before done, like it's recently started. Another kind of even like I forgot the name where they go for um, confessions. So things like those kind of practices. So that's where the priest plays as a god, semi-god kind of a thing. So he listens, he tries to reply, he tries to correct their way. So this is my understanding, but it could be limited, it could be wrong.
No, I think that's Father Mackey. He's a Catholic.
But she's saying
Yeah.
he didn't believe in it.
Yeah, I think.
He
Yeah, I think that's kind of. I noticed that. I don't know the religion of Osmond, but I think that's a reoccurring theme. The Catholic priest, like it's this struggle with priests a lot. Even when you hear them give sermons, it's the struggle with the struggle between questioning and believing. So I think it's almost like a recurring theme. I noticed that theme is in a lot of movies too with priests. The priest who doesn't really believe. Like, did you guys watch Midnight Mass on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
This is a
maybe
decent watch.
sometime.
It's a mini series, Midnight Mass. And so the Catholic priest there had that same kind of struggle. So I think it's like a kind of a motif that the Catholic priest always has an issue with their belief and their faith.
Yeah.
So then I would say
Okay.
that could be similar. That could be similar to like children. I'll just talk about my children. They all adults or whatever, growing up, so they feel like, oh, you were so strict, you were such a strict Muslim, blah blah blah. So now that they all adults, they kind of like, well, I'm questioning some things. Like some things I need to sort through and work through, kind of similar to that, kind of like. Although Father Mackey, I'm talking belief wise, Father Mackey position wise, people will look up to him more for somebody to advise them and things like that. My children, I'm not putting them on the Father Mackey type level. I'm just saying to want to question, even though you lived it and you were a part of it or whatever, to still want to question it, which I think is valid. You know what I'm saying? I think that, it's perfectly valid. I'm just saying.
Yeah, in a human point of view,
Honestly.
yes. But when you talk from the religious perspective and people think of you as a kind of a religious icon, so then people look at you that the kind of a very your strongest of the believers. So you don't shake your, but I think Richard Osman is trying to increase his reading, those people who are skeptical about different beliefs. So he's trying to kind of, how I would say, um, placate them or
No, but
attract them.
that's a real thing when people
Yeah,
start questioning,
yeah.
seeing things differently. And I like the fact that Father Mackey, like, well, you know what, this is me, but I ain't no phony. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't like he's saying, do what I say, and got the people follow him, and then at night he doing, 360 or
Yeah,
whatever.
this could be kind of a curse from their perspective that Ian would have passed away.
Yeah, with Father Mackey. Maybe that's gonna make him start preaching
So,
again after that. He gonna be like, Lord, I ain't mean to knock him out. I ain't mean to kill him.
I'm interested, Yasmin. I'm interested. What do you think he meant by that in the context? What was the context in which he said that?
I don't remember.
Because I wonder if the context has.
I'm usually listening to this when I'm riding in the car, and so I like take like little voice notes every now and then. And it was just one of the voice notes, and I don't remember the whole scenario, what was even happening, or where even in the book it was at.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with listening. If you're doing
yeah, with the
something else,
reading, listening, and even when the new thing is coming as watching the movie, it's a very different because when you're reading, you have plenty of time all in the world. You can go back and forth, and you can see it. But when you're listening, so you don't have that much of a time. Yeah, go ahead, Ray.
no, I was going to pretty much say the same thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
your turn now. Go ahead.
I really don't have any.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. Take my time. I don't have anything.
When Bogdan was digging up the graves, and he got to the grave that had two sets of bones in it, an old set of bones and what appeared to be a new set of bones. I'm wondering, is that new set of bones that third guy that was in the picture, that guy that they're looking for? I can't remember his name, but the guy that they're looking for, I wonder, is that him? The one
I
that like
thought you was gonna
disappeared
say. I
without
thought you was gonna
trace.
say the cold case. I thought you was gonna say the cold
No.
case. Oh,
Which guy they're looking for?
what guy? Yeah, what guy?
The police are looking for the three guys that are in the picture.
Tony Karan.
They
Ah,
know
okay. All
they
right.
know
Okay.
Tony, they know
Yeah. Yeah.
the boxer and the
Yeah.
third guy, whoever that third guy is, they're looking for that third guy. And I can't
Oh yeah,
remember his
Jack
name.
Ritchie, Jason Ritchie. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be because, but he went into somewhere else. We don't know yet, and because that skull or that skeleton was found outside the coffin, so it is definitely buried somewhere, sometime after the death of the
Mm-hmm.
first person who would have been in the coffin.
The nuns,
So,
because it was all
yeah,
nuns.
Or maybe
yes,
they're gonna uncover a case of a lot of people, the people at the graveyard ripping people off. Caskets and then just
I
taking the
would have
casket,
some,
throwing a new body in the ground, be like, give me that
yeah.
casket.
I was thinking of asking you guys your predictions in this session, but let me start that session after. Let's Ray complete his saying or whatever you want to say for that. This reading.
No, I don't really have anything to say because for me, reading the first book, like I already know, and this is kind of like an introduction to the characters. I feel like I know them pretty well. So I'll be honest with you, I'm not as interested in what's going on. So when I'm listening, my mind is drifting a lot. So I really don't have a lot to input.
Yeah,
And I'm
but
looking
that's how.
forward to watching the movie too. The
Yeah, I
trailer.
was thinking. Even I was going to suggest that probably I'm thinking that when we finish reading the book, because not before that, we can try and watch online together, and we can play the movie, and then because by that time the movie would be there, and we already Sajid shared with me something. So we can watch if you would like, if you would have time, because it's a movie, I think is around 2 hours, 5 minutes. So if you would like, when you're listening, your mind is definitely going to stray away, and then you would go into your own thoughts. So your uh, 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 understanding of the situation and the deep kind of things probably could be overlooked because your mind would have been busy in doing something else. So I tried to do something like listening to it, but I didn't enjoy in the sense that I would skip something, and then when I read it and I said, why did I do listening? Why I was like so much kind of thing. So I better like reading even on a treadmill.
Yeah,
So it
I
gives
don't like the digital reading at all. But his book definitely, and no library for miles has his available. They all being read.
gone, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good.
And so I would, yeah, in my opinion, the first half of the part, like first quarter, was like introduction about the characters, and it's just basic four characters, and then joining them or binding them with the other kind of things and murders and stuff like that. So it's like basically all in 170 some pages. He has introduced those main four characters, which are now going to like Penny's replacement as Joyce, and Joyce is a different character, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. It said many times that she was quite similar to Penny, or she is quite similar to Penny and Joyce. So she fills out the gap. So the story is slow pacing, and more interestingly, I see it that um, Richard Osman, when I read more about it, that he actually wrote about his mother's old age home where she is staying.
Oh.
So this is where the actual scene, the actual uh, writing of the story and the things is about her mother's residence in the old age home. So even in the interview I shared with you in the group, if you see, he has toured you the murder here, murder there. This was the place. This is the cemetery. This is this. So the Cooper chase, he made it out over there as a kind of uh, non-existent. But and even in the real movie, when it is going to come out, it's the actual residence of his mother, that old age home, and the activities over there. So, I mean, I think he's digging more into the old age uh, that people, he's trying to give more meaning in the old age that still you can do, still you can motivate yourself rather than just be retired life and have no goals. And so, like murder mysteries, they would give you objective to solve it. So you go out of your way and you do lots of stuff, take risks. So that increases your adrenaline. So when you take risks and you deal with police, you deal with criminals, and as we saw in the book four, they were even dealing with the drug dealers, underworld, and all those kind of things. So
Yeah, like I said, I had never been a fan of the murder mystery drama, but like mystery period, I think because it's always I just associate with mystery, with scary, with I don't want to be scared, with the werewolf, with the boogeyman. Like I put mystery in that genre, so I just
So
never got into it.
you're confusing the mystery with the horror.
Like the chili and the hot pepper, yeah, yeah. Lumping the chili with the turmeric, like everything all in one season.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think
So
The
that kept me
the
away from it,
third
but
guy in that picture, his name
yeah,
was Bobby Tanner.
yeah,
Bobby
Bobby Tanner.
Tanner. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tanner.
But my friend a few years back, she had for a birthday party, she had a murder mystery party. And so we had to like dress up. I'll put some pictures in the group that to show you, me and my daughters or whatever. And so we had to like dress up and go, and we had to like solve it as a group. Now that was a lot of fun. But it was different. It was like, you party, you go out to an event, but we had to like solve
Yeah,
the
think
party.
think
It
like
was a who done it. It was a
S-
not a
Bridget.
murderous.
Bridget, for you, it could be more motivational and more inspirational that if you think that you are retired and then you can start a murder mystery club.
Oh,
And then,
don't start, because I always, if you look at my high school yearbook, it says career, what you want to be. It says a lawyer. Don't start, Allison. I'm behind, but I might get there.
yeah, you can. So it would kind of motivate you and thrill you, and you could be like the leader in terms of investigation and could be ending up Bridget Investigation Agency or like peace, what you call it, that your organization,
The who done it? Oh,
the
who?
peace,
Oh,
uh,
Bridge for Pieces. Oh,
Bridge
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
Peace, Bridge
yeah,
for
yeah,
Peace
yeah.
Investigation Agency.
You know, never know. You never know. I got a lot of investigation. I got a lot. First
So
of all,
you can, okay, forget
I
about the
just need
murder.
to lock
There are
people
lots
up.
of
I
other
already see where the
investigations.
bad guys at. Need
Yeah.
to lock them up.
Yeah, I mean, like forget about the murder for a while, but there could be lots of investigations. You can make money, or you can like kind of
Side
motivate
hustle.
yourself, enjoy yourself, and then solve the cases, solve people's problems,
Listen, because my
and
daughter,
use
you
it.
know, she a paralegal for care. She you know, she working on moving on up. Like she like at maybe like in the third or fourth year at Rutgers, and so she working on up in like she did 2 years community college, and you know she works for care, whatever. Maybe I could be her assistant in real life.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
My,
So I
my
was I
daughter
was
probably
going to
said,
ask,
"Mom and mother, shout out, ain't no way she be my assistant."
yeah. So you need to read it again and again, so it would motivate you furthermore, and it would inspire you furthermore. How to
Yeah,
start a murder. You can say not Thursday night, Thursday mystery club, what murder mystery club.
I'm gonna add this
Or
to my
you
resume.
can have, yeah, you can put it as
But my
Friday or
senior,
we are Tuesday night. Anyway, so I was going to ask you all of you. So what are your predictions for the next part? Who is going like about Ian, about for me, most important at the moment is the destiny of the graveyard or the cemetery, what's going to happen to that. So that's kind of one of the, how I would say, uh, like objectives or driving story around it. So that's kind of thing that I see that this is where the people's emotions are to keep it as it is. And the other people, the business guy like Ian, so now he's out of the sight. Now who is going to do and what's going to be the fate of the cemetery? And what would come out as Ian's death, or what would be the reason of, and as the whatever the guy, we don't know the girl's name, but when Tony Curran was murdered, so who has murdered Tony Curran? So what are your predictions for all of these kind of questions?
nope, I think that they just gonna go further into trying to figure out who's gonna solve it. I don't think it's gonna be solved. I don't think it's gonna be solved in the next
Yeah.
for the next
Next
time we
quarter.
read. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I did want to go back and say, no, go ahead, let everybody answer that question. Another point I wanted to bring up when you finish though.
Okay. Yes, Ray, go ahead. Okay, Sajid, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, Ray.
I'm just trying to think if he's gonna go on the same lines as he did in the last book that we read. So I don't know. I don't. So are you asking the question? Who do we think did it?
Yeah, Tony Curran's murderer. Who murdered Tony Curran? How Ian died? What is going to be the fate of the cemetery?
I don't know. I don't know that. I got to defer.
I really I don't think Ian did it though for some reason, because John said the timing, it would throw
Would
him
you be
off.
surprised? Yasmin, would you be surprised if you see in somewhere in this book Penny passes out?
That Penny what?
Penny like
Guys,
dies?
I haven't given her much thought.
Okay.
me either. For a minute, I thought what's her name was hallucinating when she was talking about she woke up holding somebody. I was like, what is she dreaming? Like, what's going on here? Slipped my mind that she was in a coma.
Okay. Yes, Yasmin, your predictions?
Um, does Ian have any children?
Hmm.
Has that
I think
been
he's not
mentioned?
even married.
Because he getting a lot
He's
of
not
money.
married. I think
No,
because
he's
he's not
married
married.
because remember he said the only 50-year-old woman he talks to is his wife
Mm.
because he was on the date naps with the meeting the 25-year-olds. Wasn't that Ian?
I think it was Tony Curran's. No, not Tony. Yeah,
Ogden.
it was Tony Curran's
Oh yeah, Tony.
wife.
Okay.
Tony's Curran's wife.
Uh,
Because he's not married and he's not planning to get married or things like that, the way he's having his house and
so for me, the only person that left that has anything to gain or to benefit from is Bogdan.
doctor. Okay.
Bogdan or Father
Jason
Mackey.
Ritchie.
I think it's Father
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 Mackey.
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 But see, Jason, well, we don't know that Jason has any investments in Cooper's Chase or with
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Like he could
Yeah.
because he was in that picture with him.
He's making money because of his what you call it kind of s-
It's after
celebrity kind of
celebrity fame.
yeah, celebrity fame. He's just making out money from that channel. And even we learned it in book 4 that
But
he's
then when he
making out.
got broke, then they came back and hired him. Remember, because he was like broke or something happened with Jason. Then he came. Why they? You know what? It's always the good guys that hire the bad guys to do the good guys' dirty work when they all be bad guys in reality.
Till
Right
now,
now,
those
my
character, whatever the characters are there, I don't know who is going to be the culprit, but it could have been Ian, but now it's Ian's turn at the receiving end. But somebody would have known, and Ian could have been involved in Tony Curran's, but somebody else would have been benefiting from, or kind of. But at the moment, beneficiary from Ian's death is Father Mackey.
I think it's Bogdan because Bogdan is his partner now. He asked
He doesn't have
Bogdan to
he
partner.
doesn't he's a still like Polish guy. He's still like not like a full kind of things. He could take on bigger projects even. So I don't think so. He can bite more than he can swallow.
And something else I wanted to say with the book earlier that I see. It's like Elizabeth, when she was doing a questioning, like on page 63, she started asking like all of them questions, but during the question, it's like so much going on between the tea and the talking and the questioning or whatever. But it
Ah,
just, like I said, it was just so funny to me because it is typical old people behavior. It really is. It'd be like so much going on. You trying to,
yeah,
you
but
know,
we will come to know Elizabeth passed because that's why she's interrogating and putting this Chris guy, the guy, he's putting him in a kind of a situation where he feels she's purposely making him
Comfortable.
feel
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable so that he could like take out, I mean, like whatever he could, he's trying to hide and keep it to himself so he would spill it out. So that's why she's trying to, because of her experience in terms of like whatever
oh,
the
she was
service.
flushing them, kind of like flushing them out. I was like, daggone, but it was tickling me. But to me, it was like typical kind of like senior behavior. Like we do stuff and it'd be like in the middle of this, we start doing that, in the middle of that. But hers was intentional behind what she was
Yeah, but
doing.
it was a collective intelligence because Ron is bombarding him,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah, Ron
Ibrahim is
too.
bombarding him. Joyce is trying bombarding him from the cookies and things, whatever she has made, the cake and stuff. And
Because the
then
other lady, she
Elizabeth
was
is
like,
Elizabeth is bombarding him with the straight questions so that she's seeing how he's behaving.
because
So what
Donna,
is the
she was like, you, he was like, why you going to like to talk to some older people? And and she was like, you'll see, something like that, like you'll see.
I discovered that Donna is African British, just like when Father Mickey described it.
Yes, Oh,
Yeah, yeah, she's funny. She's funny too. She enjoy it. She enjoy it. She using them for her assistance, right? She like using their help.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a kick out of that too. But yeah, okay, be cool.
Sajid, what are your predictions?
I think symmetry would be put at heart.
Okay.
No development projects, no more development projects. It would remain as it is. Ian is gone, so no one would be changing its position.
So who would you think who could come out as the potential killer for Ian and Tony Curran?
Maybe
Two
Bogdan.
different people.
Bogdan?
Yeah.
if
Okay.
Ian is dead, Ian might have just had a fainting
Yeah.
spell.
So I'm think something in his?
I said, if Ian is dead, he might have just
I
had
think it's
a fainting spell.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I think there is something to be related with his drink or something like he's creating special drink. Somebody could have put something into it, something
Spiked
like
them.
yeah, spiked him or put something that is non-detectable or something like that. We don't know even. I think even Elizabeth could have played something.
Mhm.
With Ian?
Elizabeth, yeah.
But how would she have gotten close to Ian?
I mean, I don't know. This is the only
She
capable
was
person who could
who was
do
baking the
if he's
cookies and stuff.
this is no,
That's
that's Joyce.
that's Joyce. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
So
talking about if because nobody has enough knowledge if he's not dead by nature or by natural means or something like that, if he's not got a heart attack. Just like if you remember, there was one guy
yeah, if it
who
was a
was into
profession,
the trash area. You remember that trash area he went
Yeah.
and he had a stroke, and
Yeah,
then I was not even able to figure it
yeah,
out how he died.
it's probably more like a little illness or something went wrong for a few because it would be too much for them to be solving two mysteries on the same track when it's supposed to be fun at the same time. It would be too much, like to me in my head. That would be
Yeah,
interesting if that happened though.
And
But in my
Ian is
head,
such a major player
yeah,
yeah.
in this
yeah,
book. If
This
he's
is
eliminated, then where does it go?
yeah,
yeah. I mean, like when you remove the antagonist, so who is going to be the next antagonist?
Mm,
How the story would move about without an antagonist. So, who is going to be the next antagonist if Ian is going to be removed? So, who is going to be the resisting power in terms of removing the
yeah.
symmetry,
We need
and
Ian because we need to continue thinking he did it. We need to continue thinking that,
yeah, I mean, like I don't know why I'm saying so. I was thinking just now when I was thinking that who could have the capability other than the natural reasons
he
that he
killed
would
Tony.
yeah he would have died for natural reasons.
Right.
Other
And
than
so
that, if
then we
somebody
still need to think we
only
need to continue.
Elizabeth could be, or yes, Joyce could be because she's a nurse, she knows something, but I doubt. But she,
Yeah.
as we saw that she put some kind of like alcohol or wine or too much wine in the cake, and she warned Chris
Yeah.
that it's a lot of wine to drive back home like this. Something could be, I don't know.
Yeah, she's funny.
But the
She's funny.
beneficiary is Father Mickey, and I would
And
have to see
Tanner,
that
you
who
said Tanner, right? Didn't you say that Yasmin Tanner guy?
I'm sorry, say that again.
We didn't hear from the Tanner guy, but he's still suspect with Tony Curran's mother, the Tanner the guy, right? That's the third guy in the picture you saying, right? You said it
Yes.
was Jason. Yeah, so we still got him too. I don't think Ian. We gotta still think that he did it, that he killed Tony. So I don't think he's dead either. That wouldn't make sense. I agree.
There were some traces in the book. Someone asks Elizabeth, has she murdered anyone? And she said
Yeah,
that not so far.
and that's so far as she knew. Oh, you saying she might have killed Ian?
He's now going on. What I'm saying is, okay, let me put some weight into it. Why I'm thinking so. You know, if she would have been working with the British Secret Police or Secret Service, Margaret or Elizabeth, not Margaret, Elizabeth, if she would have been working, so she would have an access to, and we knew what she did with Stephen in book 4. So she could have been the player here.
But what
I
she
sus
did with Steven, she had help with that. Like somebody
she
else
got
did that for her. She didn't
no
do it.
no
Somebody like,
no. She got it from somebody and then she gave it herself, induced herself to Stephen.
Okay, so did you done started something? I didn't think about that one. Oh, Elizabeth now I gotta have my radar up against her now. I don't think she killed her, no.
Because
But
only at the
she
moment,
wouldn't have a
all of the
reason
character,
to.
she wants to save the cemetery.
No, she didn't.
What is the
The only person that
common
wants to
link?
save the
What is the
cemetery is
common link?
Mackie.
Yes,
And that's
Ray, we
when
couldn't hear
Mackie
you well.
said that
Yes, Ray, we couldn't hear you very
Yeah.
well.
Wait, yeah, wait. No, wait,
I was
yeah.
gonna say in the cemetery is when Mackie said that he thinks he could almost believe in God because he was in the cemetery and it was so peaceful and whatnot that Mackie thinks he could almost make him believe in God. He was in the cemetery at
What is the common link
sunset.
between what is the common link between the three people in the picture? Who is the common link between the three people in the picture?
the Murder Mystery Club is their common
No.
factor, the nursing
He's
home.
saying, he's
Oh, the
asking
guys.
the three guys who went to the cemetery.
Guys. Sorry.
So those three guys, like Father Mackey, the other guy who went to like sit on a bench and watch, and Elizabeth, I think, the
Did you
third
say
one.
the three people in the picture
In the
or the
picture, yeah.
cemetery? In the
No,
picture?
Picture. Oh,
who's
picture.
I think
who's the common
I
link?
think they were gambling buddies.
Yes, they were, because there
Yeah,
was a
so
money
I
on the
think
table. The money on the
whoever
table.
did it is that whoever's the common link between the three people in the picture is probably the murder.
Tanner.
So once we find out,
Murder of
who's the common
Tony
link,
Curran or murder of the murderer of the Ian,
Curran.
Tony Curran's.
no, Tony.
Tony.
Tony, yeah, Tony. Yeah.
Okay,
Because why?
okay. My
Because
question to
the picture
my
left
question to you in that theory, about that theory, why somebody who murdered himself by himself, who murdered someone, and then he would throw that picture in which he is himself on that scene. It would be the third party
well, no,
to put the
it'd be a
finger
common picture.
towards that third person or some people there. Yeah, go ahead, Ray.
Well, remember, this is a murder mystery, right? So, this is a murder mystery. So, whoever's the common link, I'm just thinking, it's just a guess. Whoever's the common link between the three people in that picture is probably the murderer, and I think that's what's gonna be revealed in the last quarter of the book, is that somebody is a common link between those three.
So if I ask you on those lines, if I ask you, did or would or could the murderer throw that picture? Because without the picture throwing there, nobody would know about those three people. So would the murderer bring himself into the picture by throwing his picture on the crime scene?
Not if he believes that nobody knows that there's a common link between all three people.
Why he would like to point fingers to himself and bring himself to the picture, and he want to be like suicidal, or what he wants to do?
Well, I mean, make it interesting, I guess.
Haven't, but that person saying that person hasn't been introduced to the story yet, that common person between the three of them. You haven't
Either he
revealed
hasn't,
it.
The common
either he
person
hasn't,
is whoever took the picture.
Yeah, this is the fourth person. That's what I was going to come to.
Yeah,
That the fourth person who is behind the camera.
yeah, yep. So
That
they
could be
I
that
the
think that's what
that could be the
I think that's
person.
what I'm.
That could be the person who uh, killed Tony Curran and who threw the picture because he's not actually in the picture.
mm.
He's
Absolutely.
behind the picture. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Osmond would make it so simple to make it one of the people that's in the picture.
Yeah. All right. So far, so good. So we can read the next quarter now till the next week. So, Ray, what do you think? Shall I ask that? Would you like to watch the movie in the last part of our meeting or something like that, or some other
When
time?
is the movie released?
It is going to be released officially on the 28th, the last meeting of I think, our last meeting around that time.
But what platform? Netflix?
Netflix. But we have, I think Sajid shared with me something. We have the movie.
We have the movie. What do you mean we have the movie?
Well, I mean, we have to coordinate to see who's interested, and if we can
Yeah.
coordinate it,
Okay.
that'd be great.
All right. So we can start the time, like we can figure out the time because it's 2 hours, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. So either we start a bit earlier that day and then finish it around like 9:30
Well,
Saudi
let's see.
time. Okay.
Let's see who's interested first, and then we'll
Okay.
go
All
from there.
right. Okay. All right. So next reading, let me see how many chapters. Let me see. Page 6. Now we have 115 chapters, and we reached to 53, which means we have 62 chapters. 62 half 31 plus 53 is 84. So let me see, where is 84 leading up to 272, 272, 377, 272. So would you like to read until like half of the thing, like half of the chapters, which is chapter 84? I mean, like to make it as third
Well, I mean,
quarter?
this we're doing it in quarter.
Yeah,
Just
quarter,
do the
quarter.
next
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah,
Yeah,
next quarter. Okay.
yeah. And
84
just
chapter,
finish that
page two.
chapter off.
Yeah, chapter 84. It will make to page 271.
So we going from where we at to page 271?
Yeah, and chapter 84. I'll post the
Okay.
polling
I
poll
sent my
in the
pictures
poll.
of my party thing.
All right. That one, what you were telling about the
When I went to that whodunit, my friend had that murder
uh,
mystery party. We
murder
had to dress
mystery.
up from like this
You are
Great
you are
Gatsby or
dressing.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
dressing like what you call that British.
Like the gangster, like the gangster. And I was drinking,
No, no,
no,
no,
I was just a gangster. I had you see my hat, my
You're a
no.
pinstripe
The
suit.
smooth criminal.
Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock
Yeah, like
Holmes.
exactly.
Sherlock Holmes.
No, they didn't what you call Sherlock Holmes. What you
No, that
call it,
ain't
Ray?
Sherlock Holmes.
When you wear
She a
that
smooth
pinstripe suit
criminal.
back in the day, like
What
Elliot
Jasmine
Ness
is
and
saying.
like the Great Gatsby, right? That was the theme of her party. So we all
Yeah.
had to be in character. See, my daughters, they took a different. Kyria was in between my other daughter. She was like, "I'm gonna dress up." I said, "No, I'm gonna be like the gangster of the group." So that's what it was cool. It was really like a lot of fun. But we had to solve the murder as a group. Like you never knew, you didn't know who done it to the end, of course. But if like somewhere along the line, like if somebody put something on you or something and you was out of the game, so you knew that you couldn't have done it. But
Yeah.
in the beginning,
I have visited Sherlock
nobody knew who
Holmes.
did it.
I have visited Sherlock Holmes, that residence, I mean, like
Where's
hypothetical
that at?
residence. It's in Baker Street in London.
Oh.
So they have made a kind of small museum where they have put all the things of the characters of like Sherlock Holmes characters and their different stories. Like we are reading the Murder Mystery Club, so they have put different scenes in different rooms. So in the down part is the shop where you can buy some kind of memorabilia, and then up the upper floor. So they normally keep
That's
like
part of the tourist attraction. Come and
as a
solve a little thing
guide.
while you're there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I have it
But
there.
Sherlock Holmes
I
is
have
busy
Sherlock
too.
Holmes. I have a Sherlock Holmes cap. I would try and find out my picture there. So I was with my daughter and my wife, and then it's a long time, but like I was acting like Sherlock Holmes in that scene. Anyway,
Yeah, that
I'll
was a
share
really
with
good
you
one.
next time.
All right,
All right,
inshallah.
thank you very much,
Welcome,
everyone.
welcome.
We'll see you next week, same time. And
Okay, we'll
Good
do.
night, everybody. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
See you
day.
guys.
Good night.
Good day for good evening for a good afternoon for Bridget. All right. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Mr. Sajid.
Thanks. See you guys.
Thank you.